I'm Deb Dedrick, high performance life and business coach, and your expert guide to leading a happy life, here with episode number 140, How to Increase Your Productivity. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I've implemented all these tips in my life and business this year. And we as a team and me personally have seen some phenomenal results. So these work. And if you have the persistence and you can make the decision, you can implement these into your life and create some really significant improvements in your productivity. So let's get to it. Number one, you wake up in the morning and set your intention on how you want to live your day and what you want to get accomplished. So when I wake up in the morning, I have a very stringent morning routine I adhere to 95% of the time. And one of them is when I wake up in the morning, I set my intention on what I want to get accomplished for that day. I don't just randomly go through my day reacting to what comes along and doing this or doing that. No, I absolutely have a clear agenda that I stick to. And number two, if you want to be more productive, you need to begin to think about limiting the amount of tasks that you're working on to 2 or 3 a day and picking these tasks that you're going to stick to until they're completed and putting them into your daily schedule in focused blocks of time. For instance, for me, I've been working on 2 or 3 really important projects. So I have project number one, an hour and a half, project number two, an hour and a half, project number three, an hour and a half. And each one of those projects are what I focus on in those blocks. I don't multitask and try to do more than one thing. I focus those all. I'm all in on each task. But like I said, there's only 2 or 3 that I work on. Forget about multitasking. It doesn't work. And number 3, remember what I just said, focus blocks of time and a routine. So a focus block of time is repeated over and over and over again. A routine is over and over and over again. My routine usually stays about the same Monday through Saturday. And then on Sunday I have a routine, but it's not always work related. When you are being consistent on focusing your energies on tasks and you're doing them over and over and over again, you're going to see some momentum and you're going to get some small wins. That's all relates back to being persistent and deciding and doing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And then tell everybody that you're working with. If it's at home, tell your family, and if it's at work, tell your teammates or your employer or who you're working with that you don't want to be disturbed during these focus blocks of time. Just tell them, hey, I'm not taking any calls. I'm not taking any meetings. Please don't interrupt me with people that are dropping by. I'm not answering my emails. I'm not responding to texts. I'm completely shutting off all outside distractions and I'm all in on completing these tasks. And then track your daily progress. When you track your progress, and for me, I always write everything down, and I'm getting away from this. I'm going to take everything all online, and I'm going to start using my iPad, and I'm going to take all my stuff that I've been doing in these for years, and I'm start reporting them on an app on my iPad where I can have access, a 360-degree access to all of my forms in one place, because that will increase my productivity. So instead of me hauling around all of these notebooks, I'm putting everything onto Google Drive. I'm taking all my writing and I'm putting them on it through my app on my iPad. And this has been a transition. It's been difficult, so I'm not completely all the way there. But I'm beginning to think about, okay, how can I be most productive and create a lifestyle where I'm transient and I can still have all of my files right with me. And that's where Google Drive comes in. And then using your iPad and your iPad pen or whatever works for you. And another thing, on my phone I have I drag and dictate anywhere, where I can dictate right into my phone. and have it record it and then convert it into words. So I'm saving my poor hand. So thank you so much for joining me on tip number 140, how to increase productivity. And I'm going to go quickly back over that. Set your intention, wake up and set your intention on how you want to live that day and what you want to get accomplished. Limit the amount of tasks that you're working on to 2 or 3 per day. And of course, that probably will go over the long term until those tasks are finished. Forget about multitasking. Then you're going to use focus blocks of time, 1.5 hours to each task, plus or minus. You're going to be consistent in your daily routine, and you're going to do it over and over and over and over again. And you're going to turn off all outside distractions by telling everybody not to interrupt you, turning off your phone. I just turned my do not disturb on my phone over there so it didn't ring. And then I'm going to track my daily progress. And I'm going to use those productivity tools I just talked about. I'm going to be implementing those way more into my 2020 year. And I'm going to see if that will really help me get more organized. If you're organized, you're more productive and you're not searching around for this or that. And I'm going to be using my Dragon Dictate Anywhere. And I'm going to be using my iPad and my iPad pen for all note-taking and all my teachings. Thank you so much for joining me today on episode 140. I hope these tips help you, but they're only going to help you if you take what I'm saying and implement them and do them, but you can't just do them once. You have to do them over and over and over and over again and build a really new habit and develop a new skill set and take control of your mind. It's the most important asset you have, and it will take you wherever you want if you have the ability to focus it, discipline it, and teach it to do what you want it to do, and you'll become a lot more productive. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you on my next tip. I'm getting super excited about launching my new podcast, which starts January 2020. It's coming soon. You can join me over there for a whole bunch of new ideas on how you can create a happy and successful life. So I'll keep you posted on my progress on that and what my launch date is. And when it goes live, I hope you join me there. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on my next